All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Omar Bjorquez. He is the president of Revolve Renewable Power. And Omar, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm very well, and thank you, Steve. It's great to be here with you again.
Yeah, exciting stuff to talk about. We're to get some news about the Primus Wind Project. And just before we get into the news, maybe you could talk a bit about that project in general.
Yes, Revolve, as you know, it's a very active on a number of utility scale projects in the US and Mexico, such as, solar battery storage and wind projects. And for our shareholders, we want to provide an update on the ongoing development activity in relation to this project, Primus project, which is, as I may say, it's a wind project of around 50 megawatts. And it's located in Colorado, one of the main wind energy states in the US, whose average wind speeds are among the highest in the country, and providing, of course, a vast resource potential for wind energy projects.
Yeah. So you put out a news release talking about some of the developments that are about to happen, and one of which is lease agreements. Can you tell me a bit more about that part of it?
Yes. During 2021, let me explain you. The Primus project basically commenced with three main items. One of them is about land option agreements, but I want to explain the three of them. So let me explain a little bit more in detail. The site control, that's the company has signed the lease option agreements for the land that later on it will be needed for the construction and operation of the project. Second, the interconnection. What does that mean? Well, the project is located close to the existing transmission network in the state. And last year, the company had applied already for an interconnection study. And this, in 2022, and this year, we have applied to the local energy utility through state for the interconnection. And third, the energy resource assessment. What does this mean? Well, it consists basically on the installation of a meteorological mast at the project site to collect the climatic data over the minimum period of 12 months. And this is very important because we need to confirm the wind speeds among other elements about the weather in the place.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense when you're talking about wind power, for sure. You also mentioned the news release that you're going to hire a company to do some design work as well. So that's ongoing also?
Next year, this year, what we have done for the meteorology to install the met mast, as we like to call it, we have hired companies. They are specialized on this kind of installation of devices. It's mainly a tower with some instruments just to have this wind data campaign. So that has been already done. And of course, for the next year, we have some other studies that we may include, and we can talk about that.
Yeah, and that's where the location of turbines and things like that, right?
Exactly. So this is very important for 2023. The company is planning to continue, of course, with the development of the Primus project during next year, with a particular focus on 4 tasks. Let me summarize it that way. So I would say interconnection. It means that we are going to follow up the interconnection process that we have already started with 3 states. Second, the permitting. We expect to commence works on various county and state permits that are required for the project. Third, we are going to continue with the energy resource. That means that once we have already completed the minimum of the wind data campaign of the 12 months that I said before, the company will commission an energy yield assessment report, which is basically to outline the electricity expected to be generated by the project. And of course, it depends on different types of wind turbines that we will analyze. And fourth, basic engineering. We will focus on the preliminary design of the project layout, and that means the location of the wind turbines for the purpose of the project.
Yeah, it seems like everything's on track. You're happy with where you're at right now? It seems like everything's just moving along exactly how it should.
Exactly. It is according to what we have scheduled. And to be honest, the company will be very busy at the end of this year, and of course, at the beginning of the next year and during the whole year. And we will continue advancing in the development of a Primus Wind Project among our portfolio.
All right, looks good. Omar, thank you so much. Great update. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
There's Omar Bjorquez, the president of Revolve Renewable Power.